what was going on is the medical facility at the University of Texas was expanding. And that's a big deal for a president,
Sure.
right? I mean, that's a revenue source. That's huge for research at an AAU university. So it was expanding, going to take over the basketball arena in Austin. And so they needed a different place to play basketball in the future. This is all kind of, 4 or 5 years down the road. And so the president, Greg Finvis, said to Steve Patterson, hey, we need public support for this because we don't have the money just to do this ourselves. It can't be a private deal. We're behind on other projects, and we need some public support. And that's what you need to go do is garner public support and try to get this arena pushed through. And he couldn't do it. That was the split. Colin, it wasn't football. It wasn't the hiring of Charlie Strong. It wasn't the losses mounting up. It was that was the genesis of their poor relationship. And then as the donor base started to erode, all of a sudden Greg Finvis thought to himself, we're going to dry up financially here, even though we're a $161 million revenue school. And that's where it started to erode. And so last night he said, rather than play this out, got on a conference call with the regents, and Steve Patterson was out.
Okay, so you need a community galvanizer.
Yes.
Mack Brown?
So here's what's so interesting. And I'm glad you brought Mack up, because my initial thought, I don't know if you had this initial thought, was why would Charlie Strong want to work for the guy that he succeeded? And then he had to clean up the program. Remember all those kids that he threw out of the program? I mean, he was essentially cleaning up, at least publicly, Mack's mess. And so why would you want to work for Mack Brown if you're Charlie Strong? That's a big deal, the head coach AD relationship. Well, then I started hunting around a little bit and come to realize Charlie and Mack are very tight, including Charlie Strong sneaking Mack Brown back onto campus after he was fired and Charlie was hired so that Steve Patterson wouldn't know, because Patterson was an egomaniac and he'd fire people right away if they went under his nose or did something he didn't like. He sneaks him back on campus and has a meeting with his staff so that Mack can tell Charlie's coaches what it means to be a football coach at Texas. If you ask Charlie Strong today who he wants as his athletic director, I think he would say Mack Brown.